Hello, welcome again to class. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Oxford comma. Now, what do we mean by the Oxford comma and how does it differ from the ordinary comma? Now, the Oxford comma is also regarded as the serial comma. It's also called the serial comma. Okay, so also regarded as the serial comma. It is the comma you use beforehand when you have 3 or more items in your list. Okay, let's see this example. So this examples on the board. So we have example 1. It says, I invited my parents, Joseph and Michelle, to my party. So the first comma is ordinary, okay, but the second before and this is Oxford. So this is an Oxford comma. So Oxford comma. Now you see in the list we have 3 items, right? We have parents, we have Joseph and Michelle. So that means you have an Oxford comma. So you can only have Oxford comma when your list is more than 2. Alright, so now the second, the conference speakers included experts from NASA, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. Alright, so the first 2 commas are not Oxford, but the last before and is Oxford. Okay, is an Oxford comma. And you also see that we have 4 items in the list, so you can now have an Oxford comma. Now to the third sentence. For breakfast, we had eggs, toast, orange juice, and coffee. We had eggs, toast, orange juice, and coffee. So the first 2 commas, this and this, aren't Oxford, but this last is Oxford. Okay, so now the question is, why do we need an Oxford comma? Why is an Oxford comma important? Now it is important because it helps you to overcome the trap of ambiguity. Alright, it helps you to overcome the trap of ambiguity. So what do we mean by ambiguity? Ambiguity is the tendency of a sentence to have more than one meaning. So sometimes what you want to say is different from what you are portraying. So when you have that kind of situation, it makes your sentence, it makes people misinterpret you. Okay, so Oxford comma helps us to overcome the problem of ambiguity. So in order to explain ambiguity, let's bring back this first sentence that we wrote. All right, so let's say I invited my parents, Joseph and Michelle, to my party. I invited my parents, Joseph and Michelle, to my party. All right, so without the Oxford comma here, so we could mean that Joseph and Michelle are my parents. So it could mean that Joseph and Michelle are my parents without the comma here. Alright, and it could also mean that I invited my parents, Joseph and Michelle, to my party. So possibly that is what I want to say, that 4 persons were invited. Parents, I meant to say that my parents, Joseph and Michelle were invited. Okay, but instead of saying that, the absence of Oxford comma here creates a kind of ambiguity in the sentence. Do you get it now? So that is one of the major reasons for Oxford comma, and it is very important in writing, okay, especially in academic writing, journalism, and every form of. So most write-ups require the Oxford commas, and international exams like SAT, GMAT, and even IELTS writing require the Oxford comma. So I believe you have learned something from this video. If you do, please kindly subscribe, like, comment, and also share our videos. Thank you so much. Bye for now.